Hello, children of the channel, how are you today? Today I will tell you the story of the clever rabbit, the cunning fox, and the cat. The little one, but before starting, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive every new story, share and like the story. Once upon a time, there was a little rabbit living in the dense forest. The rabbit was quiet but smart and quick-moving, and he enjoyed eating carrots and vegetables in the forest. And he had a best friend called Badger, and the badger was a clever and cunning fox. The badger loved to play and have fun, but there was a sly way of playing with the rabbit. Whenever he saw a rabbit eating delicious food, the badger would ask him about the food and ask him to share it. When the badger makes sure the rabbit is busy eating, the badger takes the food and runs away with it. The rabbit got tired of this game, but he didn't know how to get rid of it. One day, a friend told him of a way to beat a badger. He told him to invite the badger to play a new game. When the badger went to visit the rabbit told him that the new game required the badger to close his eyes and count from 1 to 10, while the rabbit went to prepare a gift for the badger. Without suspecting anything, the badger closed its eyes and began counting. And while the badger was counting, the hare went to pick a gift from the forest. But it took him longer than he expected, for the forest was very quiet and it was hard to find something nice to give to the badger. In the end, the rabbit decided to give the badger a long, skinny stick, but to it he hung a small piece of carrot. Then the hare returned to the place where the badger was waiting. When he arrived, the badger found that the rabbit had not returned, but the long, skinny stick. Instead of the delicious carrots he was expecting, the badger found himself with an empty stick. When he opened his eyes and started looking for the rabbit, he found that he had run away. With this, the rabbit succeeded in stopping the badger from stealing food, and the rabbit began to feel comfortable and at ease. As time passed, the rabbit and the badger became true friends, and the badger stopped playing with his cunning ways. The two of them were playing and having fun together in the woods, enjoying the delicious foods they find in nature. Because of their friendship, the rabbit and the badger became stronger and wiser together, and they jointly solved the various problems and hardships they encountered in the forest. The rabbit was very grateful to the badger, and considered him his best friend. The rabbit knew that true friendship needed work and mutual attention, and he worked to strengthen his relationship with the badger by exchanging gifts and small surprises and participating in various activities together. The rabbit and the badger were relaxing one day when they heard a voice coming from far away. The sound was like crying, and the rabbit and the badger were anxious and tense. The rabbit and the badger decided to check the source of the sound, and when they reached the place where the sound was coming from, they found that it was a little cat crying heartily. When the rabbit asked her why she was crying, the little cat said that she was lost and did not know how to return home. When the badger asked her where she lived, the little cat only knew the name of the neighborhood in which she lived. The rabbit and the badger decided to help the kitten find its home, and they started searching in the woods. When they reached the neighborhood where the kitten lived, they began to search for her home. After searching for a while, they found the kitten's house, but there was no one home. So the rabbit and the badger decided to stay with the kitten until the owner of the house returned. The kitten was very thankful to the rabbit and the badger for their help, and decided to make them new friends. After a short time, the owner of the house came back and thanked the rabbit and the badger for taking care of the kitten and for their help. Since then, the bunny, the badger and the kitten have become real friends, playing, having fun and participating in various activities together. and they felt happy and satisfied when they helped each other in difficult times. And this is how the story of the rabbit, the badger and the little cat ended, and left a positive imprint on everyone's hearts. The rabbit, the badger, and the kitten learned that true friendship takes work, care, and mutual assistance, and that help and kindness can bring much happiness and satisfaction to all. Through this story, we learn that life needs true and sustainable friendships, where we can feel loved, supported and comforted when we are with our friends. And when we work on building solid and strong friendships, we find happiness and radiance in our lives, and we can easily overcome difficulties and challenges. Let us make sure to build strong and sustainable friendships, and always strive to provide help and kindness to our friends in difficult times, and let us learn from the story of the rabbit, the badger and the little cat that friendship is the essence of life and that it makes our lives happier and brighter.